Imagine this. You're surrounded by voices, friends, family, the ceaseless chatter of screens, yet a quiet terror gnaws at you. The more crowded the room, the louder the silence within. Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "The man who thinks for himself becomes aware of the authorities in him." But what if the greatest authority, the one you've never questioned, is your fear of being alone? We flee solitude like a curse, drowning it in noise, distraction, the false comfort of belonging. Yet in our desperation to escape, have we mistaken loneliness for something far more dangerous? Ourselves. What if the void we avoid is not emptiness, but the unlit forge where the self is shaped? The crowd murmurs its demands, but the whisper beneath is relentless. Who are you when no one is watching? The answer waits where few dare to linger, in the silence. Why does solitude terrify us? Because society has weaponized it, branding the alone as outcasts, the quiet as defective. Friedrich Nietzsche saw this fear as a symptom of herd morality, where conformity masquerades as truth. Carl Jung warned of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we bury under social approval, only to meet them in the torment of isolation. We are conditioned to believe that being alone is failure. Yet history's most transformative minds, Nietzsche in the Swiss Alps, Thoreau at Walden Pond, sought solitude not as exile, but as rebellion. The paradox? We crave connection to escape ourselves, yet only in aloneness do we find what's real. The modern world drowns silence in dopamine and distraction, leaving us strangers to our own minds. But what if the ache we flee is not loneliness, but the birth pangs of a self we've yet to meet? This fear of solitude is not passive, it rewires us. Neurologically, we become addicted to external validation, our dopamine loops tied to likes, replies, the artificial glow of screens. Culturally, we mistake busyness for purpose, mistaking the crowd's applause for our own voice. Jean-Paul Sartre called this bad faith, the lie we live when we let others define us, but the cost is invisible until it's too late. Without solitude, there is no reflection. Without reflection, no true action, only reaction. We become hollow echoes of trends, algorithms, inherited desires. The most dangerous consequence. We forget how to want, yet beneath the noise, a question pulses. What are you avoiding by never being alone? The answer is not emptiness. It's the unbearable weight of your own potential. The escape begins with a radical act, choosing solitude. Not as punishment, but as defiance. Nietzsche called it the great schooling, the deliberate embrace of silence to shatter borrowed beliefs. Start small, 10 minutes without stimulation. Just you and the raw hum of your mind. Observe the panic, the itch to reach for distraction, then refuse. History's freest thinkers were not those who fled loneliness, but those who minded. Kierkegaard scribbled in candlelit rooms. Emily Dickinson distilled universes into her bedrooms for walls. Their power came not from isolation, but from the ruthless honesty that solitude demands. This is the rebellion, to sit with yourself until the facades crack. To ask, who would I be if no one expected anything? The answer terrifies, because it means you are always free. Now, the final revelation awaits. Here is the hidden law. Solitude does not take. It returns what was stolen from you. The self you fear meeting in silence is not a void, but the only real thing you possess. Nietzsche's "Become Who You Are" was never a call to seek, but to uncover, to scrape away the layers of performance until your own pulse guides you. The paradox collapses. What you called loneliness was never the absence of others, but the absence of you. Every great creation, every unshakable truth, was born in the alchemy of aloneness, where the noise of the world falls away and the universe whispers directly to your bones. So stand still. Let the terror pass. The silence isn't empty, it's the threshold. Beyond it, Your life waits, finally yours. Now, who will you meet there?